Hey Fifi, how are you?
I'm alright. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Welcome to Chill Talk.
Thank you.
Have you ever heard about Chill Talk?
Uh, yeah, I guess I have
Where did you heard it from?
from one of my friends. There's a guy called MC Young Lord. You know him? He's my friend. Yeah, so I heard it from him.
Because I remember there was a day you commented on one of our posts with Franko. Like, hey, if you grow up, you want to be like Franco.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. I remember you posted while he was singing and people were like,
Yeah, when he was performing in Kobok, I think. Why do you say like that? Why do you want to be like Franco? Is it the crowd or what?
no, I was just happy for him, like the way the people were, the crowd was happy and they were excited. So
Okay. By the way, congratulations with that successful project.
oh, thank you.
Because the way people waited for it, it was supposed to be in the first week of, is it March, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but then it didn't happen.
Delayed, huh?
It delayed. But what do you think caused it?
I think it wasn't the time. I would not say. I don't want to blame people. I think it wasn't the right time. Everything happens for a reason. So the time it was released was the perfect time for it. It is good that it didn't come out the time it's supposed to come. Like it gave more people attention. They were waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was it like to you, that collaboration?
It was a nice experience, I would say. I had never done such kind of music
Yeah.
before, and it gave me a hard time, because Franko wrote that song. He sent me the song when it was already written. Yeah, so I didn't write anything in the song. All I did was put my
voicing on it.
Yeah, my voice. So it is basically his song, and I featured. It was a good experience.
Yeah.
So he was kind of like directing me, sing like this, do like that, and yeah, it was good.
Was it like your first time doing that kind of collaboration?
Yeah.
Like somebody writing for you the entire...
Yes, it was my first time.
Okay.
It has never happened to me. But it was nice.
It was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's one of the songs that right now on the internet people talk about a lot about it, and then like reaching into the socials, there are a lot of talks. Yeah, like those videos you had on the bed. Like, can you tell us really something happened though? Huh?
Nah.
Oh, one round just.
That was a video shoot.
Yeah.
It's a video shoot. Like things happen. So just because we had a pic in the bed and then you're like, oh, Franko is a married man. I respect him. Yeah. And I also respect myself. Yeah, I'm single, but yeah.
But people believe...
I can't do that.
People believe like you people are fit to be together.
Nah, we are not fit to be together. Who are they? Are they good? Nah.
But according to the way they see and the way you people sing, like...
We sang the song well, maybe, and the song was a song full of message, like a message maybe to the married people and all that and all that.
Yeah.
But it's not like, but now that we sang a song together, we are meant to be.
Maybe that is what they guessed. So how was the reception of that song? Like, how did the people from Madi, when they heard it, what was their sentiment?
I'd say they were excited, especially about the video. They were excited, they were happy. Yeah. I've not had a collabo or let's say a song like that before and people were all talking about it. This song that I did, people talked about it so much even before it was out. The fact that I worked with Franko, I don't know, maybe because he's famous or something. Like there were words coming in, Franko is dating Phify, Franko is this and this, you get.
Yeah.
So there were too much, that pulled a lot of attention. Like the people talked about it and they got it well. Like they like it.
I hope your boyfriend didn't get offended.
No, my boyfriend is...
Why? What is it? Huh?
I'm not dating nobody.
Oh, you're not dating? So currently you're single?
Yeah, not searching.
Not searching? Why?
I don't want. I'm busy. I'm very busy. Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
I don't have time. For love.
A relationship. Okay. But when I ask someone out there like, oh, come on, they find happiness in relationships.
Good for them. It's good for them. I'm happy for them. But I don't...
Or you had just a bad experience?
Yeah, with that. I've had many bad experiences, I would say. But you've not come to talk about that, right?
Yeah.
I've had bad experiences and anyway, we learn. But I don't want for now.
Okay. Okay, I understand that.
Sure.
So, who is Phify? Like when she was 16 years old?
She's 16.
When she's 16 years old, yeah. Who is Phify?
Phify is a jolly person, beautiful, confident, God-fearing, kind, humble, everything. I'll say it all. But Phify has always been the girl who had passion for music, who has always known that she's going to be a star, who is a go-getter. Like, I always knew I was going to be Phify music.
Yeah, okay.
And I always knew I was going to be great. I'm going to be somebody, and I'm still working on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I just want to know about Phify when she was 16 years old. I believe 16 years, did you have that vision of becoming a musician?
Of course. By 16, I was already in a live band. I joined live band at 15 years old. I was in high school at that time. I was in Entebbe. So
Which school was that?
Entebbe Secondary School. I was in day. I was a day scholar at that time. So I joined the band. We actually created the band from school. Like guys who are talented, others are drummers. And there was a guy who was it's called Philip. He's a reverend son. So we used to go to their church and we practice. Then we get gigs and go to the bar. Sometimes we sneak out of school. And
At night?
No, not at night, during day.
Okay.
Yeah,
That time you were in boarding?
I was a day scholar.
Day scholar?
Yeah. So I would go and work. So I started like that. Then I joined the choir, the church choir. I'm a Catholic.
Okay.
Started joining the church choir. Then from the choir, I think the mayor of Entebbe at that time, spotted me and was like, "Oh, you're so talented." Took me to studio, did my first song. Yeah. It was in Uganda at that time because I was that side.
Which year was that when you started your song? When you
My
released
first
your
song, 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how was it like when you entered the studio, started writing?
I didn't write. My first song, I didn't write it. When they took me to studio, there was a writer already. Told me to sing some song, then he's like, maybe this is the kind of song that suits you. And he wrote the song and I sang it.
Okay. He wrote it himself?
Yeah.
And then you just practice on it? Okay.
I'm a quick learner, I would say. Especially when it's related to music.
Okay.
I can learn a song within a day, not even a day, lyrics, if I like it. If it's not my song, yeah.
So the entire life of yours, you grew up from Madi. You produced all your song in Madi, in the Madi land.
No, I actually went to Madi in 2020 lockdown. Yeah, 2020.
So you grew up from Entebbe?
Yeah, I grew up in Entebbe. So it's lockdown. It's Corona that took me to Madi. And even when I went there, I didn't actually know I was going to sing. Like, I was going to be an artist there. Like, I was just trying out. My first song was a try. I'm like, let me just sing.
So when you came to the Madiland, that is when now the first came in like, oh, I want to start serious music.
It's actually my dad who told me. My dad was telling me, you're very talented. Why don't you try to sing? Because I always wanted to be a star, like Uganda's star. Yeah.
No.
Like, why don't you try from home? You never know. Just give it a try. Maybe people would welcome you. And he was right. So I did my first song. It was a collab. When people liked it, I did the other. People started noticing me. So I'm like, okay, this works.
Wow.
Then I started getting gigs. And before I know it, it's been like 4 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I already had my maiden concert, which was very successful, by the way. So
yeah,
I thank God for my dad.
Sure. So your dad is behind your support up to now?
Sure, he is.
Okay. So you produced this song, Abiri.
Yeah.
Abiri means what?
Hunger.
Hunger?
Abiri means hunger. Yeah.
Hunger?
Yeah.
Why hunger?
The concept of the song is Abiri. So it's like, "Jo Abiri, my baby, hello, my." If you're hungry, my baby, run to me.
Yeah.
You get it? So
Like
if you're hungry, run to me. Don't stick the other way.
No.
Yeah. You don't have to eat on the streets. You have a wife can cook. That's what it means.
So you're telling this man, like, please don't eat at the roadside.
Yes, come and eat.
Come and eat at home. Wow, that's a message, because I saw it's one of your songs that really people are like, whoa.
Yeah, that's a song that blew me up, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah, reached, I think, up to Arua, this side. That's why maybe people know me here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my breakthrough song that came this side, I would say.
Wow, that's nice. You as a very talented musician, there is this thing that is so common that is happening, like in our current generation, in terms of AI. Recently, I had a friend called Jacksana. So they met up with some guy he's a DJ. He came from Canada. Okay. So this guy has an app. So he requested these guys, like, just put your words. Any words of yours you want to produce just a song. Then this guy just started typing any words, banyas, a lot of things. So this guy, after that, this AI interpreted all this and it became like a real song.
A real song.
With the beat, wherever it plays, very perfect. And right now you find that a lot of AIs are taking over, like in terms of voicing. Like recently you find that Azawi had a song with the Mose. But Mose Radio died. You get it? And you find that a lot of people now, so like now you see AI or technology is really taking over the industry. And you find that like you as a musician who is doing amazing, how do you look into that?
Well, it's scary, of course. But I appreciate that's technology. So for artists who are like, they have passion and they're creative, they'll stick to creating.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I don't even know how to describe music. Music is everything, I would say, for me. Music takes away my pain. Music makes me happy. So I find it like original for me to create with my heart instead of like using the AI thing. But other people, maybe they prefer that, which is also okay. Because
now the thing is this, the part that is so scary is that it's going to replace you people. Because now it's your job. That is like your career. That is what you do. And then you find that there is an alternative that does better than you.
It doesn't do better than us. Not better. It doesn't do better than us, yeah. But still, me, I would say it cannot replace. It can also be there while we're also here. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. That's nice. I like when I was going through your profile, I was checking about you. I found out that you've ever been Miss Tourism West Nile.
Yeah, sure.
Can you tell us a little bit about that story?
Miss Tourism. I was Miss Tourism West Nile 2021, I guess. 2021, 2022. And I was also the first runner-up Miss Tourism Uganda. It was a very good experience. Like I said, I'm a go-getter and I like to dare myself. Like, when I saw the Miss Tourism thing, I think I was on Facebook.
Yeah.
I saw that, Miss Tourism auditions, and I told my sister I'm going to go and I'm going to win. Yeah.
You're too confident like that.
I told her I'm going to go for this thing and I'm going to win. She's like, yo. And that's what I did. I came, it was even in Arua here. I came for boot camp and then thank God I won.
Yeah.
Then we went for nationals. I didn't win, but I was the first runner up, which is also a good thing. Miss Tourism was a very beautiful experience, I would say. It gave me a lot of confidence. You know, I learned a lot of things. Maybe about the appreciating the tourism of our country and also more about how a woman should be.
So you applied when you started your music already?
Yeah, no, it was 2020, so I was still not serious. So in 2021, I was not even that into music so much.
Don't you think like the Miss Tourism thing built your career for music where it gained a fan base?
Yeah, somehow it did.
So what does it mean being like a Miss Tourism of a particular place? Because I don't know, like...
How does it feel? How does it feel?
Like, what does it mean?
You be like the ambassador, let's say, of tourism in the entire West Nile. So you stand in, talk about the tourism, like let's say the sites, the beauty, like you convince people to love where you come from, your region. Like let's say I was Miss Tourism West Nile. So I tell them we have a lot of beautiful sceneries in West Nile. We have Oluko Falls, Miradua, we have, the forest, a lot of things. So that you convince people, or let's say in Uganda, or people who are outside, so that they'd be like, okay, I need to go to West Nile. I need to go to Arua. It's a beautiful place, you get.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'd be an ambassador standing in.
So are you paid for it?
No, you're not paid.
You're not paid? It's just like a position there.
It's a position.
With that payment?
No, they don't pay you.
But then how do you get, how do you support?
Yeah, you get connections. Like when you see, when you're queen, people respect you. Like once a queen, always a queen. So if I wasn't, you would not know, right?
Yeah.
But as a queen, you can go to many places. You can go to big offices. You can sit down and be like, this is how can we do this and that? We can do this and that. Like you get.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you get connections you would not have gotten if you're just you. Because people respect you. Not everyone can go for that. That's confidence, by the way.
That's confidence and beauty, though.
Yeah.
That's why they call you the Muddy Queen.
Not necessarily. West Nile,
Ah, West Nile Queen.
Yes. West Nile. I represent West Nile.
But Quincy will come for you.
Quincy.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm not like saying I'm a queen because I want to fight. I'm a queen because I was crowned. You know? They crowned me.
So you're publicly crowned.
Yeah, and I'm not a fighter. I'm not here to fight.
Okay. That's nice. So are you not thinking of becoming a Miss Uganda one day?
I know. I'm done.
I wish you have that confidence you had, like, I'm going to win the Miss West Nile.
I would.
And like,
No.
this time.
I'm busy.
You're too busy.
I thank God that He made me the Miss Tourism West Nile of 2022, and that's it. At least I'll tell my kids I was a confident girl to say like, I was a go-getter.
Yeah.
For real.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about the West Nile music? Like generally, how do you see the West Nile music currently?
West Nile.
Yeah.
I'll first say West Nile music is growing. It is growing. We have a lot of talented artists in the entire West Nile.
Yeah.
Most of the times when we talk about West Nile, I don't know why people focus so much on Arua, or because it's a city. For real.
Probably.
Because I be out there and people be like, how is Arua? People actually think I'm from Arua. I love Arua though, but I'm not from Arua. So West Nile is big. We have Jumani, Moyo, Arua, Koboko, Yumbe. The only difference maybe that we have is we have so many languages.
Yeah.
We have language barrier in our own region. Like the Madis, the Bears, they're called Allures.
Allures.
Yeah, Allures and Kakwa, and you get too many. Aringa, and we don't understand each other. But we're still the same. So if I'd be looking at all those regions, and I would say I love Allure music. Those guys have good music. If you listen to them, you listen to there's a guy. Now his name has gone off my mind, but they have beautiful music. Also, us from my land, Madi, we have beautiful music. The Bears have beautiful music. So we're growing. We shall get there. Maybe all we need to do is no, let's not go there.
No, you talk about it.
They'll come for me.
No. I love that. First talk about it. Because the queen talking.
Okay, what I've seen here is I feel like artists are more desperate to perform or to be in places like they want to perform so bad that they would go solo and perform for literally nothing. Someone will call me. There's a time someone called me and is like, "Hi, Fi, I need you to come and perform. Phify is coming to perform, so I want you to be on the lineup." Yeah. And then I told them the amount of money I want. Remember, I don't come from here, so he called me. I'm far away, so I expect you to give me my transport,
accommodation,
and then my money. And then you're telling me, there's so many artists on the lineup, and then it's giving you big names, like artists who are big. And the amount of money,
it's small.
Too small. I'm like, no, it cannot happen. And it's like, this is exposure. I'm like, if you're telling me you're doing me a favor to people are going to see me, then call another person. I'm already exposed because you're looking for me.
Yeah.
I'm already exposed because if I wasn't, you wouldn't be calling.
Of course.
So some artists just be performing for, imagine.
To be used.
Yeah, that is exploitation. And then you end up seeing an artist 10 years. People be celebrating their 10 years, but they have nothing to show for it. You get?
Yeah.
Nothing to show for it. Even organizing your own concert, you let someone else organize for you, and then you sell the concert at how much? Let's say 5 million. You only 5 million. And it is your concert. Let's say 10 years and you sell the concert. It don't make sense.
It doesn't, yeah.
I don't know, maybe the management or maybe what. But I feel like we need a how is it called? A group? Is it a group or association for artists? Maybe we need people who know about the industry so that they talk to the artists. They open their eyes. Otherwise, a lot of exploitators here in
West Nile.
They exploit artists so much. Azao is coming. They're giving up 15 million and they want to give you 500K.
Shit.
For real. 500K.
And they want you to develop.
And then they be talking about, our artists of here, be how they're so local. They don't... But they don't pay you, man. It's not a good thing. So maybe that's it.
Are you under a record label? Or
No,
you
I'm not.
manage yourself?
Yeah, I would say. I don't manage myself. I have a team. I don't have a manager or management, but I have a team,
Okay.
Everyone needs.
Why I ask this is like, you know, on your social media, you're really very organized and you're there almost on all social medias, and the content you post is really legit. But then there's this thing that is so common in West Nile. I don't know if you've identified. It's only a few people that are on social medias. And you find that there are good music generally in West Nile. But you find that people tend to not give attention on the social media.
Yeah.
Why do you think that happened?
Man, I even don't know. Some people don't just...
Because there's some musician. There was a day I had a conversation with Otululu. He said like there's a musician even, he's not having a smartphone.
That's true. There are musicians who don't have smartphones. So that comes back to you, like let's say event promoters paying the artists. You want to give the artist 300K. Well, they have to dress up. You're going to dress up. You know, an artist does not move alone. You get. And then you just don't bring your people to just be there hungry when you're going for a show. So at the end of the day, the money is done. Where are you going to get the money just even to afford a smartphone? And some of these artists don't know anything. They just wake up and God helps them and they become stars without even having any knowledge of the music industry, how it works or what to do. You get. Because there's some people, you find some artists and be like, me, I don't like TikTok.
And this is a musician.
Interested. This is a musician. I'm not interested in Facebook. I don't even know. I'm also not interested. But I just have to be there.
You have to be there.
Yeah.
Because there was a day I had a conversation again with Nameless. He was like, before he writes his song, he has to think about TikTok too.
Yeah.
Because right now you find that it's through TikTok right now, musician. Even there are some songs that before they never blew. Right now, trending.
You're right.
Yeah, they're trending. And these people get paid. Maybe they forget that part. And I think maybe, as you say, it needs some association where these people need to be...
Somebody needs to talk to them, to us. Someone needs to talk to us, all of us, because, man, there are lots of things we don't know and there are lots of things we should be doing that we're not doing. You get? So, yeah. If that was there or anything. Because I've been in many groups, I've been added in many groups, but most of the times when artists come together, it is fighting, I'm telling you.
Who is the best? Who's the best?
There's supposed to be the president. There are like 4 groups. There's this one. No, this is not the right one. Like, nothing is coming out. So, I don't even know if that will will happen when the leader does not have to be an artist.
Yeah.
For it to work.
West Nile has produced a lot of legend. Like the GM Kennedy, like the Dogman, like a lot of people that are being produced in West Nile. Yeah. So you find that these people sing, then there's a time they disappear. They're nowhere to be seen. You get it?
Yeah.
They're totally nowhere to be seen. And you find that sometimes they're there. They try to sing.
Yeah.
But you find that they are not doing it according to what is happening right now. Don't you think that thing is going to repeat itself? Or what would be the mistake that is happening that makes them to go back? It's only GM Kennedy that I'm saying. He still fits according to the trend right now. When he produced his song, Wife Material, it's kind of a song that...
And Wife Material is actually a collabo.
It's a collab?
Yeah, he did it with Wise DG. They're both legends.
Okay.
He did it with Wise DG. Me, I feel like when, let's say a legend, what's his name? Jim Kennedy, he's not doing bad.
Yeah,
he's okay. He's in a good place, and all his songs, he's just okay.
Yeah.
I think he handled his time well. While that time, like when they tell you to mention, like let's say 2 legends in West Nile, of course Jim Kennedy won't miss there.
Yeah.
Because he did his thing well. But there are other people who, I don't know, it comes with pride. You know, when you're at the peak there, things change, you feel like you're God or something. So you might forget, and pride is a very bad thing. So sometimes it comes with pride, and maybe you think you're going to be there forever. You end up, not even doing nothing for yourself. At the end of the day, you're a legend with nothing, which does not make sense. Because I've seen them. You're a legend with nothing. And the time you're trying to come back, there are very many talented artists. And then you have to work so hard. But when you use your time well, and then you get some people where you groom or you do good things, it always comes back. You always
I think,
Karma is real.
yeah, I think maybe also could be coping up with the internet, with the technology, because before I think they used cassettes
Yeah. What's a
and
cassette
radio,
even?
cause like these tapes,
Oh.
you know.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, the tapes where they used to be like they produce, they sell them, but they're like, what is the internet?
Yeah, true. You also have to cope up. My technology is everything now.
Yeah.
To cope up. But you need that, by the way, as an artist, even if you don't have a manager, you need a team. Whether there are 5 people, for real. Because sometimes when you get so busy, me, I don't even post. Most of the time they post for me. I only post on TikTok. But on Facebook, Instagram, I don't like Facebook so much. So I have admins. They'll see and they post for me.
Okay.
Or sometimes when I get, me, I'm actually short-tempered. Sometimes people can piss you off, and then you want to post bad things, they'll delete them for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have
Because
you?
at the end of the day, we're a brand.
Yeah.
Supposed to do nice things.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Juba?
Yeah, I've been to Juba twice.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in Juba last year in April, Easter. And then my first time was 2023, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was it like?
It was nice. Hot but nice. I liked it. I didn't stay there for long though. I went for a show. So
Was it because of the collab you had with Adaway?
no, I went there before I did the collab with Adawe.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not because of that. I even met Adawe in Uganda, in Kampala. Yeah, I met him in Kampala, and then we did the song. So I don't think I performed that song before in Juba.
Okay. You didn't perform that song.
No.
Wow. There's this thing that is really affecting female, like special musician in the music industry.
Female.
Yeah, females. Like you find that a lot of female are exploited. You find like when you write your song, you go to the producer wanted to do something.
I know.
You go to somebody who is taking the video, this guy wanted to. Do you experience this thing?
First of all, you have to have your own money.
So that thing happens when you don't have money.
Most of the times. Most of the times. And also you have to have some little bit of bad manners. You have to be confident and bold because people are going to use you when you let them. That's the truth. People only use you when you let them. So you have to have confidence, some bad manners, and your money. If someone says, hey, let me do them, like, no, let me go to another producer. Or if I faced those things before, let's say while I was starting music. Like the presenters, I had issues with presenters. Some presenters refused to play my music.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I talked about it and then they abused me badly. Who are you? What are you? I'm like, I don't care. Like, you're not God. Yes.
Yeah.
And you pray, you're not God. You just have your own money. By the way, have your own money.
But
otherwise, people are going to use you, especially as a female. People are going to use you. They'll use you until you're tired. And you stop.
Shows are not shows are not every day, but how do you get your money?
How do I? I'm a farmer.
You're a farmer?
Do you know?
I don't know.
I studied agriculture. I'm a farmer. I do piggery and poultry.
Okay.
Kati, I also opened a shop. I have a shop.
So I'm sitting next to the big man, to the big person here. How much do you earn in a month out of your farm work?
Small money.
They can cater for you?
Yes. Can buy me a wig.
Wow, that's amazing.
Because shows don't come, but shows, the good thing shows come. Money is too busy. At least enough money.
Okay. An album coming in?
Yeah, sure. Media.
With any
Around June.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any collaboration?
I have so many collaborations. Very many. They're going to be nice. That's what I can say. You expect the best from me.
Will you mention any two people that you're going to collaborate?
It's a surprise. Surprise.
Why surprise?
I want you to be excited and surprise.
Okay. Can you give me your last words that you really want to give to your fans?
My last words. I would, first of all, thank all my fans. Thank you so much for the love and support. I see you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate. And please keep on supporting me. Yeah. And I'm going to give you good music all the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And today's podcast was shot at also at studios.
Also, at.
Yeah.